Hi, my name is Spencer, and today I'll be reacting to Doctor Who Season 1, Episode 3? I mean, it's still unclear to me whether it's Episode 2 or 3. The numbers are weird. At least on Disney Plus, it's Episode 3. Apparently on BBC iPlayer, it's Episode 2. I wish they were consistent. Anyways, this is the Beatles episode. I'm intrigued. I did see, like, a while ago when they announced that they were going to have a Beatles episode. They showed images of the actors who are playing the Beatles. I wasn't impressed, at least with the resemblance to the Beatles, the actual Beatles. So that worries me a little bit. And then, like, way before they released those images, there was images of the villain in this episode were released, shown. I believe it's a drag queen or a drag performer, and I did look it up. Their pronouns are she, they, so didn't want to mess that up. But I'm intrigued by this villain. Excited to see what their deal is and see them in action. I love the look from what I've seen. So, I don't know. I guess I'll find out. But before I get into this episode, don't forget to like this video if you like it. And if you have anything to say about this episode or the previous episodes, please put it in the comments. Also, if you're not currently subscribed but you like this kind of content, I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. It really helps me to stay motivated to get these videos out and helps the channel to grow. So, thank you. I don't think I have anything else to say before just diving into this episode, so I will go ahead and do that.
First we have
Okay. Some background, I'm assuming, on the villain.
called the Devil's Chord.
Tell me more, sir.
It was banned by the church in medieval times in case it allows the devil to enter the room.
Interesting. That's the title of the episode, I believe.
Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness.
That's spooky.
What?
Doesn't seem that he really believes in any superstition like that. Okay. Interesting.
What?
Me.
What?
I'm them.
You're who?
You're who? Nice to see you again, kiddo.
You know each other.
Not really a concept of non-binary people back then.
Or was it Henry Harbinger, that's it.
Harbinger, yeah.
And now his song is sung.
Huh?
You're right. Nobody ever understood me.
All those melodies. Stifle.
What's their deal?
Would you like me to set them free?
I would love that, yes. Yes.
Seduced so quickly. Huh. Interesting. To what end? Is it just feeding off of it?
Now.
What the heck? Love that. Interesting. I don't hate it.
That is amazing!
Oh, right, seriously!
Oh, people always say the Titanic or Mars or Bethlehem. But that be...
Bethlehem.
Why have I never done that before? Come on!
That's probably something to do with licensing and copyright.
What about my clothes?
Jesus, don't get me started.
Thinking.
That was a nice transition. I like that. I love this outfit for him too. And I love the strutting down this proverbial runway.
No way! It's like the album cover!
Well, the police box should be
Oh, come on!
they're so funny. The police box should be right at home.
I've got a dog, he's called Fred. My dog is alive, he's not dead. My dog, my dog, my dog.
What the heck?
Dog, he's my dog, he's not.
Their faces, they're like, huh?
We are not three.
Everyone's just awful, I guess. I think perhaps. Hot cross buns. It's almost as if they really couldn't afford the licensing.
I love you so much.
Well, you messed up. I don't understand necessarily. Still confused.
Easy, boys. Don't hit the wall.
Right. Said or not?
What, are they gonna play some good music and it's gonna lure Maestro out?
The world is darkening. I live over there.
You do what?
I live over there.
What do you mean?
Shoreditch. I'm there right now.
I love that.
Right now, I live in a place called Totter's Lane. 1960.
I love that. That's amazing.
And I live there with my granddaughter Susan.
Oh,
Okay?
you're what?
My granddaughter.
Susan.
We could... Time laws get a bit complicated.
Yeah, but you've got a granddaughter. Like now, like today, back in our time, my time.
Yes, bring her back.
Genocide rolled across time and space like a great big cellular explosion. Maybe it killed her too.
Doctor.
You don't know that if you don't look. I've been wanting them to bring back Susan for so long. I love the references.
It's all yours, honey.
Oh, no.
Is the Sonic a different color? Looked pink for a second. Alright, Maestro. Where are ya? So is Maestro's deal that they just want to consume music? Consume it from history? I mean, some of these old people probably remember music as it was. Oh, well, here they come. So weird every time. Why are you running? Do you not want to ask them any questions?
You called.
That was the Giggle.
Oh, and it's the Giggle. That's why he's running. Okay. It didn't even click. Love the callback. So far, I'm liking this more than the last episode.
And music is mine.
Spooky. Menacing. Huh? Silenced. Interesting. It's a cool effect.
Music.
What's gonna happen to this old lady? Is that how they get around to different places? Through pianos? That's hilarious.
The Toymaker said, he warned me, he said, my legions are coming. My legions are coming. He said, my legions
But you
are
made
coming.
that silence.
We still don't know who the boss was from Beep the Meep.
Don't you see? Doctor, music exists.
Come with me.
Well, you're not really affected by the change because you've been in the TARDIS.
How are you? June 2024.
It's hard to keep track, but yeah, I think so. June, July.
I guess there was a bit of a time jump from Christmas.
What, have we done it? Are we back?
2024. Brought you home.
Go check it out. Go see the damage. Oh, wow. I mean, this was in the teaser from the last episode. At the end of the last episode. Well, sure ain't snow.
Where's my mom?
She'll be fine. You just have to fix things.
Why don't I fade away?
Because of me.
You exist in your own space because of the TARDIS. Are they gonna monologue in song?
Who trapped my father and bound him in salt? Yes?
Child of the Toymaker.
C'est moi, mon...
Interesting.
You've destroyed the world. Music is gone. How is that win?
Not gone!
I mean, there's gotta be other worlds with music, right?
I get stronger and stronger until I can reach...
Must have been so much fun to play Maestro.
Which means a different combination of notes would banish you.
I said genius!
So you'd have to be able to figure that out.
Sing along, Doctor.
Well, you might want to get in there.
I'm sorry.
Kiss it, make it better. I like the vibe of this episode. It's a lot of fun.
66 billion trillion different tunes out there, but...
No, but just wait. Can you hear that? That music.
Is she hearing the soundtrack of the show? The orchestra? What are you gonna do with that? It's not a weapon.
That's wrong.
What do you mean?
There's a hidden song deep inside our soul.
Huh? Is it because she's Ruby Sunday, the baby that was left at the church?
What is this?
Interesting. This adds to the mystery. You just gotta find the right chord.
Music battle.
Oh boy. Devil went down to Georgia. I don't believe for 1 minute that Maestro was actually playing the violin there.
I've experienced everything. Every single thing. And if that's where music comes from, I can find the chord to banish you.
It's a matter of experience rather than genius.
Just one more. One more.
Is Ruby gonna do it? Nope. Not quite. It's probably gonna be Ruby figuring it out. Yeah, send that piano away. They can't play any notes without it.
Sorry to keep harping on.
That was one of the Beatles gonna come and finish it. Yeah. Didn't Maestro say that Ruby was the only one left? The only human left? Well, the only one with music on her heart, in her heart. Gotcha. There's air holes. Of course you can breathe. It's probably the music is like tightening around her. Ooh.
And it feels like the most holy thing on this earth.
Well. Nice. Well, music saves the day.
The one who waits is almost here.
Ooh, the one who waits. It's all coming together. Well, it's all tied together. That's what I should say.
Music!
I love him.
The whole city, the whole world.
Yes.
Wouldn't the first Doctor noticed? Wouldn't the first Doctor have noticed that music was gone and tried to help?
There was always a twist at the end.
Huh? What the hell? Okay. This must have been fun to film. I don't know. This feels kind of unnecessary. I don't hate it. It's just... okay. What is Harbinger doing here? So silly. Love it. It's a lot of fun. All right. As you can see, it is now dark. I had to go to my sister's dance recital, and we left a lot earlier than I was expecting, so I had to leave right after recording the reaction. But now I can give you my thoughts. I thought it was a really good episode. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed Maestro. I enjoyed seeing the relationship between Shooty and Millie growing and seeing that dynamic. Very interesting to see some more fourth wall breaks. I guess the Mrs. Flood one was not a one-off, but we got some from Shooty, and it was mostly Maestro, and then we got a couple from Shooty. I think one of the things that happened implies that the Doctor can hear the music of the show all the time, but this time he assumed it was just regular background music, but it was actually Maestro messing around. And I believe it was the scene where Ruby was getting her legs wrapped with the music staff and then getting yanked, but I could be misremembering. It's been a few hours. I loved that they referenced, I love that Shooty referenced his past and Susan, and I love that so much. I would love if they brought Susan back somehow. And I don't know, I wonder, she would have his DNA. Assuming it's a biological granddaughter type of situation. So if she is still out there, then he wouldn't be the only of his kind. Even if Gallifreyans weren't extinct, he is not technically Gallifreyan. He grew up there, obviously, but just I don't know. I would love to see Susan come back, especially I think the actress who played her is still alive, so that'd be cool if she showed up and then regenerated, assuming that was passed on through the Doctor's genes. We know that his DNA does pass on regeneration because of the David Tennant episode, The Doctor's Daughter. But yeah, the Beatles wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. I think it helped that in the moment I kind of had forgotten what the actual Beatles looked like, so I didn't really have a side-by-side ooh, why do they look so weird type of moment. Maestro. Okay, so Maestro is the Toymaker's child, or one of the Toymaker's children. We don't know who the one who waits is, but there's that as well. I wonder if the one who waits is Beep the Meep's boss, because we still have to resolve that eventually. It did get me thinking though, if the Toymaker has children, then maybe it was one of his children that picked up the tooth at the end that had the master in it at the end of the 60th anniversary. That's my running theory. Also, I loved that they brought back the Giggle. I thought it was cool because when Shooty said it, I was like, oh, I heard it, but it didn't click until he was like, the Giggle, and I was like, oh. So that was cool. Very interesting that the Harbinger was still around at the end of the episode during the musical number. Musical number seemed fun. I don't think it was necessarily necessary for the episode, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was fun to watch. Fun to see them have a good time. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this episode more than the Space Babies. It was just the visual effect for the Space Babies that really threw me off and really took me out of the episode. It was just too weird. But I appreciate what they were trying to do. This episode was just better for me. I enjoyed it a lot. There were definitely times in this episode where it felt like a classic. I say classic, but it's still New Who, but a classic David Tennant episode is what it's felt like sometimes in here. Also, since reacting, I've been on social media and I've seen apparently some people freak out because Ruby said she was born in 2004, which I mean, like, it's just funny. It's like, oh my gosh, I feel old. It doesn't make me feel old, even though I was born in the 90s. I just thought that was funny. As for the next episode, I did see the little teaser thing. I may have cut that out of my reaction just because by that point we had people like just arriving at our house and Luxana was barking like a storm, and it was, I don't know. I don't even know how much I really saw in the teaser because of all the distraction. But from what I could tell, there's like a war going on. I think the episode might be called Boom. It looked like the doctor was like freaked out, worried, either tears or sweat dripping down his face. Looks intense, and I'm curious how that's going to be. But yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments. What did you think of the Beatles? What did you think of Maestro? But I think those are all my thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your patience in me getting this posted. It may not be until tomorrow, Mother's Day. Well, it definitely won't be until tomorrow, Mother's Day, because at the time of recording this section of the video, it is almost midnight. Anyways, I'm looking forward to next week. And hopefully I will see you guys then.